Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast for Life. My name is David, and today we have something really special for you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and I am so happy you're here. You know, David, people always ask us, what's the secret to speaking English fluently?
Yes, all the time. Learners from all over the world, Japan, Brazil, Egypt, Germany, everywhere, write to us and say, please tell me the secret. Is it grammar, vocabulary, accent?
And today, we are going to answer that question. We're going to tell you the one secret to speaking English, and it's probably not what you think.
That's right. It's not about being perfect. It's not about memorizing 10,000 words. And it's not about having a British accent or an American accent.
Exactly. It's something deeper, something simpler. And once you understand it, it can completely change the way you feel about speaking.
So grab a cup of tea, coffee, or whatever you like, and let's dive in.
Okay, David, let's start with a simple question. If I asked you, what is the number one reason people cannot speak English fluently, even after studying for years, what would you say?
I think the number one reason is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of looking silly. Fear of not being good enough.
Yes, I totally agree. And that leads us to our big idea today. The one secret to speaking is confidence.
Exactly. Confidence is the secret. Not grammar, not vocabulary, not accent. Confidence.
Because here's the truth. Even if you only know 500 English words, if you use them with confidence, people will understand you. But if you know 5,000 words and you're too afraid to open your mouth, then those words don't help you at all.
I like to give an example. Imagine a little child who is learning to speak. They don't worry about grammar. They don't say, oh, is this the present perfect tense? No, they just speak. They use the words they know, with energy, with confidence, and everyone understands them.
Yes, and adults can do the same. But unfortunately, many adults lose that natural confidence.
Right. Adults think, I must be correct. I must not make mistakes. But the secret is, mistakes are part of the process. The important thing is confidence.
Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I had a student from South Korea. His name was Jin. He had studied English for 10 years. He knew grammar rules better than most native speakers. He could write essays with very advanced vocabulary. But when it came to speaking, he froze.
Yes, I know that type of student very well.
When I asked him a simple question like, "What did you do yesterday?" he looked nervous. He hesitated. He thought for a long time. And then maybe he gave a very short answer, like, "I studied."
Oh, I've seen that.
Exactly. And I thought, why is this happening? He knows so much English. Why can't he speak? And then I realized it wasn't his English. It was his confidence.
Yes, that's the key.
So I told him, Jen, forget about grammar. Forget about being perfect. Just talk to me like you're talking to a friend. Even if you make mistakes, I'll understand.
And what happened?
At first, he was still nervous, but little by little, he relaxed. And after a few weeks, something amazing happened. He started telling me stories, making jokes, even laughing at his own mistakes. And guess what? His English improved so much faster.
That's the power of confidence. Okay, let's think about this. Why is confidence more important than perfection?
Well, I think there are 3 reasons.
Ooh, 3 reasons. I like that.
Number 1, confidence makes you actually use the English you know. If you're too scared, your knowledge stays locked inside your head.
That's true. It's like having a treasure chest full of gold but never opening it.
Exactly. Number 2, confidence helps you connect with people. When you speak with energy and positivity, people enjoy talking with you, even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Yes. I'd much rather talk to someone with broken English who is confident and friendly than someone who is perfect but silent.
And number 3, confidence actually helps you learn faster because when you're confident, you speak more, you practice more, and the more you practice, the faster you improve.
That's a great point. Confidence is not just the result of good English, it's also the cause of good English.
Exactly. It's a circle. Confidence makes you speak more, speaking more improves your English, and better English gives you more confidence.
Beautiful.
David, I think we need to talk about something that many learners believe, the idea that you need perfect grammar before you can speak.
Yes, the perfect grammar myth. It's everywhere. People think, I can't speak until I master the grammar, but that's simply not true.
Exactly. Let's be honest, even native speakers don't always use perfect grammar.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Emma, how often do you hear people in everyday conversation use gonna instead of going to?
All the time, or wanna instead of want to. Or sometimes people say things that are not technically correct, like me and him went to the store.
Yes, I hear that too. And you know what? People still understand perfectly.
That's the point. Communication is more important than perfection.
Let me give you a little example. Imagine you want to say, if I had known you were coming, I would have prepared something. That's a complex grammar structure. Past perfects, conditionals, everything. But if you just say, oh, you come? I prepare something. People will still understand the main message.
Exactly. Maybe it's not perfect, but the idea is clear. And that's what language is for, to share ideas, not to impress people with grammar.
I think learners need to hear this again. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. You just need the courage to speak.
Yes, confidence first, grammar later.
This reminds me of a story from my travels. A few years ago, I went to Spain. My Spanish is not very good, but I wanted to practice.
Oh, I can imagine.
So I went to a little restaurant. I wanted to order grilled chicken, but I didn't know the right words. So I just said, pollo, fuego, ah, and I made hand gestures like fire and eating.
That must have looked funny.
Yes, the waiter laughed too, but he understood. And guess what? He brought me grilled chicken.
Perfect.
Now, was my Spanish correct? No, but was my message clear? Yes, and that's the magic of confidence.
I love that story. It shows that even broken language works if you're brave enough to try.
Exactly. And the same is true for English learners. Even if your sentences aren't perfect, people will understand.
Let's go a bit deeper. What is confidence, really?
Good question. I think confidence is not about knowing everything. It's about trusting yourself, trusting that you can handle the situation.
Yes, and it's also about focus. When you are confident, you focus on the other person, on the conversation. But when you are nervous, you focus on yourself, on your mistakes.
That's a great point. Nervous learners think, what if I make a mistake? What if I say it wrong? What if they laugh at me?
But confident learners think, okay, maybe I'll make mistakes, but that's fine. The important thing is to connect.
Exactly. It's about shifting your mindset from fear to connection.
Now, here's the big question. How can learners build confidence?
Ah, yes, because it's easy to say, be confident, but how do you actually do it?
Right. I think there are several ways. Let's go through them one by one.
Okay, number 1, practice speaking in safe situations. Talk to yourself. Talk to your dog. Talk in front of the mirror. The more you practice, the less scary it becomes.
Yes, and number 2, celebrate mistakes. Instead of feeling embarrassed, think, great, I made a mistake. That means I'm learning.
I love that. Mistakes are like proof that you are trying.
Exactly. Number 3, start small. Don't try to give a big speech in English on day 1. Just say hello to someone or order a coffee in English. Build your confidence step by step.
Yes, small victories lead to big confidence.
Number 4, surround yourself with English. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, read books. The more English you hear, the more natural it feels.
And number 5, focus on communication, not perfection. Always remember that the goal is to share ideas, not to get a grammar score.
Beautiful.
Emma, I recently talked to some learners about this topic, and their stories were so inspiring.
Oh, tell us.
Okay, one learner from Mexico told me, when I stopped worrying about mistakes and just started speaking, I finally felt free. People understood me, and I enjoyed speaking for the first time.
That's wonderful.
Another learner from Turkey said, I used to wait until my English was perfect, but then I realized I might wait forever. So I decided to start now, and suddenly I made friends in English.
Yes, that's exactly it. You don't need to wait. Confidence starts today, not tomorrow.
Exactly.
David, I think we need to talk about mistakes because for many learners, mistakes feel like the enemy.
Oh, yes. I've heard so many students say, I hate making mistakes. I feel so embarrassed.
Exactly. But what if we change the way we think? What if mistakes are actually our friends?
I like that idea, because when you make a mistake, you discover something new. Mistakes show you exactly what you need to improve.
Yes, it's like going to the gym. If you feel your muscles ache after exercise, it means you're getting stronger. Mistakes are the same. They show you that you're learning.
That's brilliant. Let's share some funny mistakes.
Okay, I'll start. One of my students once wanted to say, I am full after eating, but instead she said, I am pregnant.
Oh no, that must have been shocking.
Yes, everyone laughed. But here's the thing. After that moment, she never forgot the difference between full and pregnant. One mistake, lesson learned forever.
That's the magic. Mistakes are sticky. You remember them because they're funny or surprising or embarrassing.
Exactly. And sometimes mistakes even make conversations more fun.
I once had a student who wanted to say, I like cooking, but he said, I like caulking.
Oh dear.
We laughed so much, and he never forgot the correct pronunciation after that.
See, mistakes are not the end of the world. They are the beginning of learning. Now, let's talk about culture, because confidence looks different in different countries.
Yes, very true. In some cultures, speaking loudly or directly is seen as confident. In others, it may be seen as rude.
Exactly. For example, in the United States, confidence often means speaking clearly, smiling, using eye contact. But in Japan, confidence might look quieter, more respectful.
That's a great point. Sometimes learners compare themselves to native speakers from a different culture and think, I'm not confident, but actually, they just show confidence in a different way.
Yes, confidence is not about copying another culture. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin while using English.
Beautifully said. Okay, Emma, I want us to bust some myths because there are so many wrong ideas about fluency.
Good idea. Let's go myth by myth.
Myth number 1, fluency means speaking fast.
Oh yes, so many learners believe that, but it's not true. Fluency means speaking smoothly, not quickly. Even slow speakers can be fluent.
Exactly. And in fact, speaking too fast can make you harder to understand.
Right. Myth number 2, fluency means never making mistakes.
We just talked about this. Mistakes are normal, even for native speakers.
Yes, myth number 3, fluency means having a native accent.
This is a big one. So many learners think, I must sound British, or I must sound American. But actually, the goal is clarity, not accent.
Yes, having an accent is completely natural. I mean, David, I have an accent when I speak French. You probably have an accent when you speak Spanish.
Oh yes, a very strong accent. But people still understand me. That's the point.
Exactly. Accent is part of your identity. It shows where you come from. It's not a problem, it's a feature.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's get super practical now. What are some simple things learners can do today to feel more confident?
Great question. Here are a few. Smile when you speak. It sounds simple, but smiling relaxes your body and makes your voice sound warmer. Use your hands. Gestures help communicate meaning and give you extra confidence. Practice power poses. Before you speak English, stand tall, shoulders back like a superhero. It changes your psychology. Record yourself. Speak for 1 minute on your phone. Listen back. You'll notice progress. Prepare phrases. Instead of memorizing whole grammar rules, memorize useful chunks like, in my opinion, or that reminds me of.
That's a fantastic list. I'll add one more. Pause and breathe. If you don't know what to say, just take a breath. Silence is okay. Confidence is not about speaking nonstop. It's about being calm.
I love that. Pausing shows control, not weakness.
You know, David, when we started this episode, we said the one secret to speaking is confidence, but maybe there's something even deeper.
What do you mean?
Well, I think confidence is the tool, but the real purpose of speaking is connection.
Ah, yes, I see.
When you stop worrying about mistakes and focus on the person in front of you, listening, sharing, laughing, that's when speaking becomes powerful.
Yes, it's not about showing off. It's about connecting heart to heart.
Exactly. And when learners realize that, confidence comes naturally.
Emma, you know what always inspires me? Hearing success stories from learners who changed their speaking just by focusing on confidence.
Yes, those stories are so powerful. They show that it's not about being perfect. It's about taking that first brave step.
Exactly. I remember a student from Brazil. For years, she thought her English wasn't good enough, so she avoided speaking. Then one day, she joined a volunteer program where she had to guide tourists in English. She was nervous, but she smiled, used simple words, and focused on helping. And guess what? The tourists loved her. They didn't care about her mistakes. They cared about her friendliness and clarity.
That's such a great example. I also had a student from Morocco. He told me, my English changed the day I stopped translating in my head. I just started talking, even if it was messy. And after a few months, he was confidently sharing his opinions in meetings at work.
That's the magic. Confidence gives you permission to use what you already know.
Yes, and it's important for our listeners to remember, you already have enough English to connect with people. The secret is to stop waiting and start using it.
Let's talk about daily life, because confidence isn't something you only practice once in a while. It's something you can build every single day.
Yes, it's like brushing your teeth. You do it regularly to keep things fresh.
Exactly. So what are some everyday confidence practices?
One simple habit is speak out loud to yourself every morning. For example, describe your plan for the day in English. Today, I will go to the store. I will cook dinner. I will meet my friend. It sounds small, but it builds fluency.
That's a great one. Another habit, narrate your actions. If you're cooking, say out loud, I'm cutting the onion. Now I'm boiling water. It's private practice, but it trains your brain to speak without fear.
Yes, and another one, give yourself small challenges. For example, send one short voice message to a friend in English every week, or leave one comment in English online.
Those little challenges add up. They push you gently out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. Confidence grows like a plant. You water it with small, regular actions.
Emma, can we talk about listening? Because many learners don't realize how much listening builds speaking confidence.
Absolutely. When you listen a lot, you absorb rhythm, pronunciation, and common phrases. It makes speaking feel more natural.
Yes, and it also reduces fear. If you hear native speakers making small mistakes, repeating words, or saying and you realize you don't have to be perfect either.
Exactly. Listening shows you that real communication is messy. People interrupt, people pause, people change their sentences halfway, and that's okay.
That's such an important point. Fluency doesn't mean sounding like a textbook. It means sounding like a human.
Yes, and listening to podcasts like this one is a great way to hear real, natural English. I think one of the hardest barriers to confidence is the fear of judgment. Learners often ask, What if people laugh at me? What if they think my English is bad?
Yes, that fear is huge. But here's the truth. Most people are not judging you. In fact, most people admire you for speaking a second language.
That's so true. When I speak another language, even if badly, people usually smile and say, "Wow, you're trying." They don't expect perfection.
Exactly. And think about this. If someone really does judge you, that's their problem, not yours. Your goal is communication, not approval.
Yes. And honestly, native speakers are often grateful when someone tries to speak their language. It makes communication easier, not harder.
So the mindset shift is, instead of thinking they will laugh at me, think they will appreciate my effort.
Yes, that change in perspective can make speaking feel much lighter.
Earlier, we talked about confidence as a cycle. Let's go a bit deeper because I think this is really important.
Yes, the idea that confidence leads to more speaking, and more speaking leads to better English, which then increases confidence.
Exactly. It's like a wheel that keeps turning. At the beginning, it's hard to push the wheel. You feel nervous, you hesitate, but once it starts moving, it goes faster and faster.
That's a great image. The hardest step is the first one, breaking the silence. After that, every word builds momentum.
Yes. So listeners, remember, don't wait until you feel ready. Start speaking now. That's how the confidence wheel begins to turn.
David, for learners who already speak some English but want to go to the next level, what are some advanced confidence tips?
Good question. Here are a few. Join group discussions. Don't just speak one-to-one. Try speaking in small groups where you have to listen, jump in, and share your ideas. Tell personal stories. Storytelling builds confidence because you already know the story. It's your life. You just need the English words to share it. Practice improvisation. Try speaking about a random topic for 1 minute without stopping. It trains your brain to think in English quickly. Focus on intonation and rhythm. Sometimes, confidence is not about what you say, but how you say it. A strong rhythm makes you sound more fluent.
Those are excellent. I'd add one more. Teach someone else. When you explain something simple in English to another learner, you realize how much you already know. That builds huge confidence.
Yes, teaching is one of the best ways to learn.
As we start moving toward the end of this episode, I want to leave our listeners with encouragement.
Yes, because confidence is not something you are born with. It's something you build.
Exactly. And every learner can build it. No matter your age, your level, or your background, you can choose confidence today.
Yes, and remember, the secret is not perfection, not accent, not vocabulary lists. The secret is confidence.
And when you speak with confidence, doors open. You make friends, you grow in your career, you travel with freedom.
It's not just about English, it's about life.
Yes, confidence in English becomes confidence in yourself.
So to all our listeners, speak bravely, smile at your mistakes, and remember, you already have what you need.
Beautifully said. David, when I think about what we've shared in this episode, I feel really proud. We started with a simple question, what's the secret to speaking English? And we've gone on such a journey together.
Yes, it's been wonderful. We began by identifying fear as the biggest barrier. Then we showed how confidence is the real key. Along the way, we've talked about mistakes, myths, listening, daily practice, cultural differences, and even advanced tips.
Exactly. And what I love is that everything points to the same truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try.
I want to say one last thing about mistakes, because I know our listeners still worry about them.
Go ahead.
Mistakes are not signs of weakness. They are signs of growth. Every mistake you make is evidence that you are pushing your limits. And every time you push your limits, you expand your comfort zone.
Yes. Think of mistakes as footsteps. You cannot walk forward without leaving footprints behind.
That's beautiful. And the more footprints you make, the further you go.
So, listeners, next time you make a mistake, smile and say, This is my footprint. I'm moving forward. Another thing that strikes me is how confidence in English often spreads into other parts of life.
Yes, absolutely. I've seen learners who started speaking more confidently in English, and then suddenly they felt braver in their jobs, in their studies, even in their relationships.
Exactly. Because when you prove to yourself, I can speak another language, even if I'm not perfect, you realize you're stronger than you thought.
Yes, learning English becomes a mirror. It reflects back your courage, your resilience, your creativity.
And that's why this one secret to speaking is not just about language. It's about life.
Before we finish, let's summarize the key lessons from today's episode.
Good idea. Takeaway number 1. Confidence is more important than perfection. Grammar and vocabulary are useful, but without confidence, they stay locked inside your head.
Takeaway number 2, mistakes are your friends. They teach you, they make learning memorable, and they show you're trying.
Takeaway number 3. Listening builds speaking. Absorb natural English through podcasts, movies, and conversations, and you'll feel more confident when it's your turn to speak.
Takeaway number 4, confidence is a daily practice. Speak to yourself, set small challenges, celebrate progress. Confidence grows step by step.
And takeaway number 5. The goal is connection, not perfection. Focus on sharing ideas and building relationships, not on impressing people with grammar.
Yes, yes, yes. If our listeners remember just these 5 points, they will already feel lighter and braver in their English journey.
So, to everyone listening right now, I want to tell you something from my heart. You are capable of more than you think. Your English is enough. Your voice matters.
Yes, and don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until you know more grammar. Don't wait until you feel ready. Confidence begins the moment you decide to speak.
Right now, today, even with mistakes, even with hesitation, speak anyway.
Because every time you speak, you are building a bridge between yourself and another person, between your ideas and the world.
And that is powerful.
Emma, this has been such a meaningful conversation.
Yes, I've loved it, and I hope our listeners feel encouraged, inspired, and ready to take that next step in speaking English with confidence.
To everyone listening, thank you for spending this time with us. Remember, the one secret to speaking is not in a textbook. It's not in a dictionary. It's already inside you. It's called confidence.
So go out there, use your English, make mistakes, laugh, connect, grow.
And always remember, you are not just learning English. You are learning to share your unique voice with the world.
Yes, and the world is waiting to hear you.
This has been English Podcast for Life.
I'm Emma.
And I'm David.
See you next time.